My name's Amin Sana. I'm a self-worth and confidence mentor. For those of you that don't know, I help women, I guide them to transform their mindset and tap into their energy and emotions so that they can lead a life that they truly desire. They can shed all the limitations that are held and really step into their true self. So I am going live with you today to talk about co-creating with the universe. So the reason I am doing these lives, I've been doing a 6-week live mini series, so you can catch up on all of them on my IGTV or in the Facebook group, however you wish, if you've missed any of them. And the reason I'm doing these is because I just feel like I have so much to say. I have so much to say and I can't get it into captions or reels, so I really wanted to jump on. And this installment, Co-Creating with the Universe, is one of my favourite, and I've had lots of you message, so I think it's your guys' favourite as well. So I want to know of you guys, why have you joined today? What do you know about co-creating with the universe and manifesting? And is there something you've been trying that's not quite been working for you, so you want to tweak it possibly, see what's going on? Let me know in the comments. What is it about today's subject or topic that resonated with you, that you felt like, oh, I want to join that and I want to have a look at what's being said about that? So let me know in the comments. Whilst you do, I am just going to speak to you about manifestation. So what is manifestation? You're probably thinking, like, loads of you have heard the name manifestation, loads of you have heard law of attraction, like attracts like, right? But what does that actually mean? Yeah, what does like attract like mean? So we all have the ability to do, be and have whatever you want. Hi Dish. We all have the ability to be, do and have whatever you want. So like attract like means, let me know in the comments what you think manifestation means as we're going along, right? Make sure you do be interactive and drop in the comments so we can have a discussion about this. So like attract like is about the frequency and vibration that we put out. So for example, do you know of any negative Nelly that lives the life of their dreams? Do you know anyone that moans all day long that really is living their truest potential and their greatest desires? Probably not, right? So people kind of go into this, oh, you hear people say, it always happens to me, or it doesn't happen for me, it's okay for it to happen for you. But first of all, the law of oneness, right, states that we are all one. So whatever is for somebody else can be for us as well. The fact that you're seeing this, the fact that you are seeing that somebody else has got what you want, shows that it is actually there for you too. Now I've just actually manifested a little thing on here because I've got a friend called I Am the Palvi, and I was thinking about her earlier, thinking if she joins this live, she is going to have so much to say, and she's actually just joined. So that's manifestation there for you. It just shows it works. It can be the smallest little things. So secondly, if you're vibrating low, then that's what you're going to attract. Right, so if you're vibrating at a higher frequency, you're going to begin to attract good things. She's here, she says, Palvi says I'm here. She's got plenty to say about this topic, I know she has. So often you hear someone say, oh my God, my life got changed. My life changed when X, Y and Z happened. So the reason why their life changed was because they reached a higher frequency, and then the momentum kicked up, the momentum started going. So the good vibes and the good frequency sat behind them. Does that make sense? So they sat in this good high frequency to make the changes in their life. Does any of this make sense to you guys? If not, I can try and explain it a little bit better. Let me know. So the different frequencies, when I'm talking about frequencies, you've got like really, really low frequency of like desperation, sadness, anger, and then you've got really high frequencies of like joy, being ecstatic, and then there's anything from in between. You can have jealousy, you can have contentness, you can have happiness. Like there's loads of different emotions that sit in between, and the higher up the emotional level you are, the higher frequency you are to be able to attract what you want. So if you're here, like I mentioned before, a negative Nelly, and you want this over here, like a life of your dreams, that's not really gonna happen, is it? It doesn't sit well. You want to be at this frequency, vibrating the same frequency as your desires, so that you attract that. Let me know again if this makes sense for you guys. So it's a bit like karma, that what you put out there, you get back, yeah? So what you put out is what you get back. Everybody's heard of that, right? Everybody's heard that whatever you put out, you get back in life. So this again is the same for manifestation. So if you maybe you give to a charity, maybe you give like, I don't know, £10 to a charity, and then next thing you know, you've won £100 or something. That's just karma coming back your way. The second thing I would say about manifestation is take away the need. If you're thinking of things that you want and you're trying to manifest your desires, take away the need. Not, I need this, I need a new house, I need a new whatever, or I need to feel complete inside. Take away the need. Have you ever had a friend that's really needy and wants to be around you all the time? How do you feel towards that friend? Do you feel like, oh my God, I love her to bits, or I love him to bits, but I just need some space? That's how the universe is feeling about you if you have a needy energy. If your desires are backed with that needy energy, that's the wrong energy to be backed with. That energy needs to be removed and replaced with a want. Yeah, it's what you want, it's not what you need. You don't want to be like, oh, about it. So that's another point. I'm just going to take a sip of my water because, as I mentioned earlier, I've not been well the last 2 days. So my throat keeps drying up. Okay, so next, let's move on to inspired action. So, inspired action is something that is required to co-create with the universe. The universe can do all these things for us, but they're not going to happen just sat on the sofa. You can't sit on the sofa and think, oh my God, I really wish I could have this, I really want that, and then just fall into your lap. That doesn't happen. Has anybody tried that? Has anybody just thought, oh my God, I'll manifest something and it'll happen? You have to take the inspired action with it to get there. So for example, okay, so whenever, for example, I get clients often that reach out to me and we start working together and they say, I mean, I don't know, I can't actually remember how I came across you. I can't actually remember or know. I'm not sure how you came up on my feed. That will happen all the time. That is the universe putting me in front of people that needed me, wanted me. Yeah, that is the universe putting me in front of the people that wanted the help. Their inspired action was to reach out to me. Yeah, does that make sense? So they could have had the universe putting me on their feed, but still not done anything about it. But the fact that they wanted to make a transformation in their life, they made the inspired action and did the inspired action of reaching out to message me. Does that make sense? You have to have inspired action along with co-creating with the universe. So I made some notes, so I'm just making sure I'm covering everything. In daily life, right, inspired action can get confused. So inspired action is something possibly that you feel excited about, that you have a good energy backed with. You know, when you've got an idea and you come across an idea and you're just like, oh my God, I've got to go do it now. Like you're just so inspired, you have that energy and you've got that go getting you to do it. That is inspired action, because you've got so much energy to do it that it happens. I'm just checking my Facebook comments to see if anybody said anything. No. So, for example, the confusion with inspired action comes when you have a bit of resistance to do something. An example I've got for this is last year, I didn't used to do lives, I didn't used to do video, and I was a bit like, oh my God, I'm nervous to do it. That resistance was just nerves. That resistance was not because it wasn't an inspired action. As soon as I pushed through that resistance, I'm on here all the time talking to you guys, you can't shut me up. Like, I talk for ages, right? So that was an inspired action for me. Inspired action for me is coming up here, giving you guys value, talking about things, helping you guys with topics that you might want help on. An uninspired action for me, an uninspired action is creating a website. I hate tech. I cannot do tech at all, right? I'm not good at it, and it's okay to not be good at it because it's an uninspired action for me. So there is no point in me spending 10 to 15 hours of my day sat in front of a computer trying to create a website when that is going to put me in such a low, drained mood. It is not inspiring for me. And that is not what's going to get me my goals. So say if I've got a goal, that's not going to get me. But being inspired, taking inspired action, jumping on a video and speaking to you guys and interacting with you, that I love, that is going to reach me my goals, right? Does that make sense to you all? Drop me a yes or a thumbs up if that makes sense for you. So, the last thing I want to speak to you about co-creating with the universe. There's so many different layers to it, and I've mentioned a couple here. We've got inspired action, taking away the need. We've got frequency, vibrating at the same level as your desires. The last thing I want to talk to you about, and it is the one of the most important things, is surrender. Surrendering. So this is huge. Surrendering is huge, and it took me a long time to surrender because you have to let go of the how. We often have a goal in mind and we're like, okay, we're going to get there like, and this is how it's going to be, and this is going to be my journey. But the universe or God or your creator, whoever or whatever you want to call it, has a different idea or a different plan for you, right? Have you ever come across that you got to your end goal, but it wasn't how you thought you were going to get there in the end? That's because it's not up to us how we get there. That is the universe's part of co-creating. Yeah? So it's really actually still quite difficult for me to surrender, but I do so. And let me give you an example of surrendering. So in January, I signed up a few clients, which was great. And my program's a 12-week program. So I'm working with them for 12 weeks, and I didn't want to sign anybody in February because I don't really spread myself too thin. I like to give my energy to whoever I'm working with, and that's it. We have a certain number of people who work together and we're done. So in February, I'd set a goal of manifesting a certain figure. And I didn't know how that was going to happen because I wasn't signing on any new clients. Yes, I do my speaking events and stuff like that. But I was just like, you know what? I've got my speaking events. I've got my journals. I don't know how it's going to happen. This is what I'm manifesting for February. And I had a figure. And I kid you not, I got a letter from HMRC and I received that figure back in tax returns because I surrendered the how. I received that exact figure that I was manifesting back in tax returns. Yeah, because I surrendered the how. Another example of surrendering the how is I'm launching at the end of March a group program. So I'm launching a group coaching program. Now, I'm manifesting a certain number of clients for this group coaching program. I know how many clients I want to work with, how many women I want to transform, help transform their lives. And what I've had to do is, and this is the difficult part, that's what I'm saying, surrender how. So my action steps are to put on my masterclass. My action steps are to do certain things, send out my emails, create content. My action steps are to network with people. But how my clients are going to sign up and when they sign up is not up to me. That is the universe's part, yeah? Co-creating with the universe. So I can do all my action steps towards my group coaching program in March, end of March, but the how my clients sign up and when they sign up is not anything, it's not my part to do. So Palvi, when I'm saying surrender, I'm saying let go of how things are going to happen. So I don't know if them comments are a bit delayed, but I gave an example of manifesting a certain figure in February, and I didn't know how that was going to happen. I didn't have a plan for it. I just was like, okay, this is what's going to happen, and that figure turned up for me in tax returns. Example for my coaching program that I'm launching, I can take all the inspired actions to get in front of people and reach people, but who signs up and how they sign up is not up to me. That's up to the universe. Ashika, hi guys, my friend from New York is on. So just a shout out to you there. So yeah, letting go of control is the biggest thing, and it's the hardest thing, to give up control and to still do the action. Okay, so don't put a time frame on what you are manifesting. Okay, so I know some people that do time frame it and it works for them. That doesn't work for me. I was looking back at certain things that last year I was manifesting for the summer to 2021. And when I've looked back at it, that didn't happen for me, but it's happening this year for me. And when I reflected on why it didn't happen for me, because it wasn't right for me then. If I had reached the goals that I'd set for myself in 2021, how can I put it? I'd set them goals for my ego, not for the highest good, not for the highest good of me or my clients. I'd set them goals for my ego to be like, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to work that. But now, last year I had huge growth in myself and I've worked through a lot. And now I'm reaching them goals for this year that I'd actually set for last year. But I know they're true to me and I know they're right for me now. Does that make sense, Anne? If not, I can try and explain a little bit more. Sometimes you don't reach your goals in manifesting because it's not right for you at that moment in time. Maybe you're not ready for that. And I know now, looking at them goals, that I was not ready for that. But now is different because I've been through a lot and I've grown a lot. Yeah? Fab. Okay. So like I said, the hardest thing is to give up control, but still do the action, because you're like, hang on, I'm not supposed to do the how, but I'm supposed to do the actions. Yeah. So continue with the action, but because you've taken away the need, it's like, oh my God, I've done this, so I expect something out of it. No. You take the actions and show up, and then whatever comes for you comes. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Okay. So that wraps up my co-creating with the universe. Does anybody else have any other questions before I let you know about something exciting that I'm doing? What I'll do is I'll let the questions come through. Thanks, Palvi. Next time I might just text you instead of just manifesting you. So what I'm going to do is in January, I made available 5 free 30-minute coaching sessions with myself. So what I'm going to do is, they were brilliant, by the way. So five people, the first 5 people to contact me signed up to 30 minutes of coaching, and it was completely free, and it was just something I wanted to do because I always try and give back within my business. So I'm actually doing that again this March. So this is the first time I've mentioned it. If anybody's on or anybody watches this and they want a 30-minute coaching session, drop me a DM and we can arrange it. I'm starting them from next week, so let me know. Like I said, it's just 5 free 30-minute coaching sessions just for you to open up and tell me whatever you want to tell me, say whatever you want to say. And yeah, that's for you. Let me see. What do you say when you're manifesting? What do you mean, Pavi? What do I say when I'm manifesting? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Do you mean what do I do in particular? God, we've got a right international bunch here. I love it. Yemen's from Holland. Ashika's from New York. I've got a Walsall crew. There's Watford people. I'm not sure where the Palvy's gone. So she did ask, what do you say when you're manifesting? I'm not sure what she meant by that. I'm sure she will contact me or ask if she wants that answered. So are there any, when you have a goal in mind, what do you say or do for it to happen? Okay, so personally for me, my goals at the moment for my business, I've taken away any like monetary thing from it. This year, my 3 words were strength, service and success. And them are the 3 things my intentions are going towards this year. So I've really put a service-based goal on, and it's the number of people I want to help and the number of people I want to work with. So that's what I've done. So when I have a goal in mind, I've set this goal, and I think I know what you're saying because that's a whole nother live about how to do this. You can visualize your goals as though they've happened now. You can journal as though they've happened, and that's like, I've woke up this morning and I've signed up this many clients and it's fantastic. I feel amazing, because the more you believe it, the more you will achieve it. Your manifestation and your desire has to be backed with belief, because if it's backed with limitations, it's not gonna come out. Does that make sense? You can't say, oh my God, I want to do this, but actually I'm not sure if I can. No, it's got to be like, this is what's going to happen for me. Yeah, you can say it out loud, a bit like affirmations. So you can say your goals out loud, you can visualize your goals, because the more you visualize your goals, the more your brain believes they are true for now. But like I said, this is a whole another live, visualizing them and stuff. But yeah, saying them out loud, visualizing them, journaling in like scripting to say, this is me now, this is how I feel, this has happened for me. All these things are great to reach your goals. But if anybody finds this interesting, I am actually hosting, I haven't announced this anywhere yet, I'm actually hosting a masterclass on the 29th of March. So there will be lots more of this type of information and nuggets of hints and tips and golden nuggets to help you through manifesting your desires. So yeah, if it's interesting for you, 29th of March, drop that in your diaries, and there'll be lots more info. But if that's it for now and nobody else has any questions, I'm gonna go. I'll give it a few, let me know. I will do. I should have just gone live with you, shouldn't I, Palvi? You could have just done your thing on here too. Right, so thank you very much for joining. If you're watching this in the replay, hashtag replay in the comments. If you have any questions, pop me a DM. And if you are interested in one of the 5 free 30-minute coaching sessions, also DM me. Thank you very much. Speak soon. Bye.